So, the Americans have elected Donald Trump. Yes, that's right, the Americans have elected Donald Trump. I suppose there's one good thing about all of this. Say what you want about the guy, and that's perfectly fine to do, but there is one good thing about all of this that's happened. And all you need to do is take a look back at his last time in office. What was that, I wonder? Well, he did say, whilst he was on the road to being elected, that he wouldn't send any US troops anywhere overseas. He stuck to his promise on that. And to be perfectly honest, neither did anyone else in the world. Anyway, what I like about all of this is the fact that, yet again, there won't be any US troops going anywhere in the world, because he'll make sure that the United States is safe and secure. Not only will he make sure that the United States is safe and secure, he's going to make sure everyone else does the exact same thing for themselves. No more money for Zelensky. There probably won't be any support for the Russians in this. As for there being support for the Israelis, I honestly don't know. I didn't look into it that much on that side. But this got me thinking a while ago, and I was actually having a conversation with an American friend of mine. She asked if I believed in beings from another world, and I'll be honest, yes, I do. Now, the reason she asked that was because she believes in people such as God. I mean, I do as well, but to my own way. My version of God is different to everybody else's version of God, because God wants a personal relationship with you. It's not going to be one size fits all, but that's a completely different thing for another totally different time. Honestly, I do believe in aliens. I mean, let's take a look at the evidence that we have here. Sorry, there's a couple of cars rolling down the road. Let's take a look at the evidence as to what I mean by this. Humans can't be the only sentient species in the galaxy, considering that there's over 1 trillion stars in the universe. And billions of galaxies at any one time in this universe. We can't be the only thing that inhabits the universe that's sentient and has managed to break out of our own little planet to go and explore a little bit more with probes and whatever else. I also think that the aliens haven't contacted us because they're smart enough not to. Allow me to explain by this. Humans... Another car going past. Humans, by their nature, are generally very aggressive. Unlike animals, humans will fight each other to the death over the most pointless of things. We have fought over resources. At least with animals, they'll hunt for, they'll fight over food, or they'll fight for mating rights. Humans don't do this. They fight for just any particular reason whatsoever. Okay, fine, I get it. If someone's trying to break onto your property, then you're going to fight them off. I get that. But humans are unnecessarily violent. And our history proves this. Not just, human versus human conflict. I'm on about humans versus animals. 10,000 years ago, we were right at the bottom of the pecking order when it came to the food chain. Because we've been able to use things such as bows, spears, clubs, we've managed to wipe out all of our native predators. No matter where you are in the world, we did that. I say we, I mean that as a human collective species. So that's the one reason why we're violent. We've wiped out our predators to put ourselves on the top of the food pile. And we are determined to stay there. The other thing that really makes me say that the aliens wouldn't dare visit us is because we're unnecessarily violent to each other. I think at certain points in history, the aliens have shot past Earth and they've had a look at what we're doing. They've come past in the medieval period and they've thought, well, hang on a minute, all these knights are knocking 10 shades of daylight out of each other. You got everyone down there fighting for no particular reason whatsoever. We can't fathom why. Let's carry on. So they come back a couple of 100 years later, only to find that in the gunpowder age, like when Britain is fighting France in the Napoleonic Wars, they notice that that Europe is effectively ripping itself to shreds, that the Americans have got their independence from the biggest empire going, that the most of Asia is trying to rip itself apart as well, because they all want to have their own little way of doing things. So they just fly past us again. And I think the last time that they did this, they looked at human beings round about the back end of the Second World War, and they noticed that we were now detonating fusion weaponry in our own atmosphere, and noticing that we were still alive after doing so. This probably sent a chill down the alien spine and think, you know what, we're not going to pick a fight with this species, because if we do, we're not even going to never mind picking a fight with them. There's no point introducing ourselves to them, because we'll get beaten up. I remember seeing on Facebook a few years ago, there was a little cartoon, and it shows an alien speaking to his superior through a video link, and he says, last month these lot were lobotomizing pumpkins, and this month they're stuffing bread up a turkey's ass. This planet has issues, Bert. So it kind of suggests to me that humans are unnecessarily violent, and they probably wouldn't, and the aliens would not understand our customs, be it Halloween, be it bonfire night, be it the 4th of July, Independence for the Americans, or Christmas or anything like that. They probably wonder why we're actually celebrating some kid's birthday who was born 2,000 years ago. But then again, we'd probably do the same thing with them. We'd wonder what their customs were, and we'd probably think that they were just as odd. But if you think about it, the aliens haven't contacted us because they realise just how dangerous we really are. Another reason that they won't come and visit us, if anyone's ever read the book The War of the Worlds, there's a good reason as to why. Biological warfare. Human beings can survive things such as colds. There's all sorts of viruses on this planet. The actual planet itself is trying to kill us off from the moment we are born. The viruses within the atmosphere are trying to kill us as well. We can live through them. If an alien breathed our air, drank our water, or ate our food, it would probably be dead within the space of a week, maybe 2. But that's my theory on why aliens haven't visited Earth, and why we're kind of safe. And again, I'll link that back to Donald Trump with the safety side of things. The Western world was safe under him because he didn't send American troops to go fight in some battle they didn't need to go fight in. For that matter, neither did my country, the United Kingdom. We didn't go sending our troops off to go fight in some battle we didn't need to go fight. And it was kind of fun in that sense, because the world kind of understood what peace was like for about 4 years. Okay, there was still the issues going on with Afghanistan, and we were all pulling out of there, but we weren't actually starting any wars, we were trying to stop them. So that's really all I've got to say on this matter. And again, if you agree with me, then brilliant. If you don't, if you only partially agree with me, then brilliant. Let me know where you disagree. If you disagree with me entirely, brilliant. That is your right to do so. Let me know why you disagree. And again, I will be extremely friendly towards you when you do. If you like what I've got to say, then leave a like and a subscribe, and I guarantee I will do the exact same thing with you. So, until next time, take care.